Hello farmers, welcome back to No Man's Land, sitting here in the 9T Massey Ferguson Ideal Combine with our new Capello 12 meter wide sugar, I almost said, yes, I'm going to say sugar beet because I've been doing a lot of that, we'll get that in a moment, but doing sunflower and corn header, this 12 meter wide Capello is. A couple of issues with, well, this one issue I've seen with it so far. I did the other sunflower field already, and you can kind of see on the right hand side the RPMs of the engine on our combine is way up there. Not sure if that's something to do with a header, which I'm pretty sure it is, because I remember seeing that high before. But hopefully it's not damaging our combine more by being up there. Probably is, but whatever. But either way, we're getting the sunflowers harvested and trying to get our environmental score up so we can go ahead and sell some products today. Before I started harvesting all these fields, our environmental score was at 92. I hope after we do these fields here, at least get a headland done on the sugarcane field. Maybe get up to 95, 96, somewhere in there. I already got the forage harvester and header, wait, sugarcane's over there, ready to rock and roll. I am taking a beet, yeah. See, I got sugar beet on the mind. I'm taking a break from sugar beet. I've been harvesting that for about an hour and a half, and I've run into a couple of issues, and we'll get to that later on. So, yeah. I mean, not major issues. It's something I got to figure out how I want to do it. But first things first today, we're going to take care of the sunflower fields here. Now, before precision farming, I was getting just, we'll just say 50,000 liters off these fields. I was getting like 49, somewhere in there, but we're going to say 50,000. So I'm wondering now with precision farming, we've been getting more of a yield off the fields than we did previously. I probably got like 30 some odd, maybe 32, 33,000 liters in the trailer now. So we'll see what we get off this field here. As for everything else is going rather well. The BGA is doing the BGA thing, but that, you know, let's talk about it now because, you know, you're going to see it later on anyways. So originally on the sugar beet field, I was thinking 300,000 liters, and I shot kind of low. In my brain, I was actually thinking probably get 400, but we'll say 300. That way, I'm not disappointed. Yep, we definitely met that. No, so this is the other problem I was having right here. Sorry, with the sunflower header, I'm down to 1 mile an hour going uphill, which doesn't make no sense whatsoever because this combine does have a huge engine into it. So I'm not really sure I know what's going on here with this modded header. Not too sure. But anyways, yeah, so the sugar beet harvest. The BGA is not really cutting up the sugar beet into cut sugar beet fast at all. I mean, it is. I think there's a couple of people in that chopper doing it by hand. It's going so slow. So the BGA is not going through the sugar beet at all. Okay, I don't want to say that at all, but it's going through it, but let's just say it's not like the silage at all. So I did, I got a silo on the Giants Mod Hub by FSPT, and I'll show you the silo later on. But it's for sugar beet, and you can also get one for potatoes. It holds 500,000 liters of either or. And I was thinking, originally I was thinking, okay, that should be enough. Because the BGA is going to go through the sugar beet and I can put some more in there as I go along. The silo is full. Well, it's got like 480,000 liters into it. And so that is full, and the BGA is just not really going through the sugar beet. So I got more of the sugar beet fields to harvest, but I have no place to put the sugar beet currently. I could bring it to the sugar factory and make some sugar with it, but as we know, we got plenty of sugar already. So we're going to try something else later on. So the sugar beet field, I probably got like another 150,000 liters of sugar beet to take off that field, and right now nowhere to put it. So I spent like 10 grand on the silo for the sugar beet, which is not that expensive at all. There were other ones out there, but I decided to go with that one because I figured 500,000 liters should not be a problem. But yeah, we are full. So there's that, but the BGA is bringing the money. So at one point I was down to like 495,000, and yeah, we've been selling some electricity and some methane. I had a good amount of methane in there to sell, so that brought us back on up. So we are making the monies. We are doing pretty good. But now I am a little bit concerned about this header going uphill. Hang on a second. Let me just double check here. Let's go into our garage. Let's go to harvesters. This is a 647 horsepower engine in here. Yeah, so, wait, if we go back to our garage, let me go to corn headers. Doesn't really have, like, any requirements whatsoever. Not too sure why it's going as slow as it is, but, you know, am I missing an option here that I don't know about being a modded header? Fold header, lift header, blah, blah, blah. Nope, everything seems to be right where it should be. Going downhill in flatlands, great. Going uphill, as you saw, 1 mile an hour. That's a little bit of a problem. So the other problem I had, which I did not notice when I recorded the last episode, or I think even the episode before that with patch 1.5, I went to do a couple things, and like, my keys aren't working. I went back into my key bindings, and once again, all my key bindings were reset. Luckily, I had a backup file, so I went and loaded that in. Yep. So I think when Farming Simulator updated to patch 1.5, it reset all the key bindings again. Or something did. I'm not sure what it is, but mine got reset, so I don't know if any of yours got reset. Let me know if it did, or if you know what's causing that issue again. I don't know. The one thing I do know, because I've been playing quite a bit doing the sugar beet harvest, before, when we were in October, November, or fall foliage, all my trees were flickered. You've seen it once before. But since patch 1.5, I haven't had an issue with that at all. And now we wait for it to happen, right? Usually that's when that comes about, doesn't it? All right, so I'm kind of curious what's going to happen. I mean, that hill's not that steep, man. That's not a steep hill. And it's not like we haven't had this Capello 12-meter wide corn header in the game before. I mean, this has been a corn header in the game going way back to at least FS15, I think. 17 for sure. 19 for sure. And right now in 22, it is as a mod. So I'm not really sure. I mean, it's not the horsepower in the combine. And it's not like the header is hitting the ground or anything either. So I'm not really sure why that was doing that. We'll see what it does going uphill again this time. If it has a problem going uphill, then I'll probably just swing around and just go downhill with it, because doing 1 mile an hour is not going to work. I don't think the corn header was digging into the ground at all. I mean, it's up quite a ways. There we go. 4 miles an hour, 3 miles an hour. Well, I'm not really sure why it's doing that. Kind of interesting. So I'll have to go downhill only there, I guess. Cut across here so I know where I expect to have problems. Yeah, I'm not too sure. So has anyone's had this problem with the 12-meter wide Capello corn header that's on the mod hub? Not too sure. Alright, so I can see it's going to take me a while now to do this field, since I can't go uphill here. So let me go ahead and get the rest of this field sort of finished. I'm expecting to fill up the trailer behind us. I can hold almost 60,000 liters. At least I'm hoping that we can. And then we'll get the sunflowers delivered to the oil mill, start producing some sunflower oil, so we can sell that in February, I think it is. And then we're going to go over and at least get the headland done on the sugarcane field, so we can get our environmental score set on those 4 plots of land. And then we'll probably head on down and continue with the sugar beet harvest, because I got to finish that today, because we are leasing that harvester, and I've already gone over the hour, so that was an additional like 12 grand already into that. And I'm hoping I can finish the rest of the field in under 2 hours on that machine, or it's another $12,000. Well, I even tried, after emptying out the combine into the trailer, I figured, well, maybe when the combine's getting like half full, it's got all the extra weight in there, from the crop that we're harvesting. So I tried it with empty combine going uphill. Nope. Didn't want to do it. So I'm not really sure. So, I mean, next year we'll see what it'll be different, because next year we're going to have oats in this field. So we'll see what it does with the cereal crop header going uphill in this combine and see how it handles it. Which should be interesting, because that's a 60-foot wide header. I'm pretty sure if I had the 9-meter wide, it may not do it, but I don't know, and I don't really want to test it out right now, so. Because the only way to do a true test is get the 9-meter wide Capello header and do it in the same spot and see if it struggles going uphill at all. But sunflower fields are done. And like I said, next spring we'll be planting oats in here, so next fall we can plant canola in here and then get our bonus from the bees. We're doing canola because of the pigs, basically. And it may be only for 1 year we do canola. Have to see. The pigs are not going through as much pig food as originally I thought they might when I put down the pigsty. Now let me go ahead and fold this on in. Let's see, I think we're done with the combine completely. Yeah, we're done with the combine completely this year, so I'll bring it on into the workshop. I'll park it there so I'll know to repair it later on. Then I'll come up here, get the Mac Anthem truck, bring that over to the oil factory, dump the sunflower in there. We'll see how much we got. Like I said, usually just shy of 50,000 liters. Hopefully we got a little bit more. I think we did. And then we'll come over here and get a headland done on the sugarcane field. And that should, like I said, reset all of our scores on all of our lots for environmental score. And then we can get back to doing the sugar beet, which I'll be glad when that's done. So we did get a little bit more than usual. We're up to 53,500 liters of sunflower, but I was expecting it just a little bit more compared to what we've been getting off our other fields with the precision farming. I mean, I think other fields we were getting like an increase of like 30-40% sometimes. This is a slight increase of like maybe not even 10%. But it's an increase. It is an increase. So you can see to the right what we got left for the sugar beet field. Might be another 150,000 liters there, not too sure. Yeah, so right now I think we're pretty close to 600,000 liters of sugar beet off that field. Alright, let's get this dumped on in here. The one thing I do like this trailer, the only thing I wish it would remember is how it's tipping. I'd rather have the, as it's called, the slider. It's on the slider rather than tipping. But every time I get out of the truck and get back in, it seems to reset back to where the trailer is tipping. Alright, so while I'm thinking about it, let me go into here. And then find the oil production. And then activate that, so they'll be ready whenever we need it. Alright, let's time to go on up and get a headland done on the sugarcane field. And then we'll see what our environmental score is. And I think the last time I checked, we had a bonus of like 13%. So I'm hoping after we get done with the headland, should be at 14. I don't know if you got to get up to 100 environmental score to get up to the 15%, but we're going to find out here shortly. Try to remember now, is it 2 or 3 headlands I did last time, and I can't remember. I think we'll go with 3 headlands here. Alright, let's go into here. And to workers. Create job. Course play, that field there. There's that one there. Number of headlands is, yeah, we'll do 3. I think 2 might be enough, but we're going to go ahead and do 3. And everything else is A-OK. Generate course. Alright, and I'm just going to go ahead and hit Control H. Yeah, it looks like it's Mrs. Frank today. You should be waiting for me, are you? No field found. That's a new one. Alright. Mrs. Frank didn't want to work at all, I think. I think the starting point was right in front of us somewhere. No field found. That's a new one. Alright, the other thing I need to double check as well, because every time I do this, insert. That key binding's up. Alright, hang on a second. I gotta fix my key bindings for course play, apparently. Alright, I think we are finally good to go. So hopefully the sugarcane harvest goes well enough. I just want to get the first headland done. And then we can get back to sugar beet harvesting, get that taken care of, and do some other stuff. But we will do a little bit of this. And I'll probably take care of the rest of it off camera, maybe in between episodes. Because I'm not sure if the sugar factory is going to be able to take enough sugar cane. Because I got plenty of it still in there. Let's see what happens though. I'm trying to remember if I did the sugarcane harvest last year with precision farming on or off at that point. It's been almost a year in game since we've activated it, so I can't remember. But this should be the last sugarcane harvest from this original plant. This will be the 3rd harvest, so we are done with sugarcane. And I don't plan on doing anything for sugar for next season because we got so much of it. So much of it that I think we're going to be selling some of it here shortly. Not even going to get basically a third of the way around. We're going to have 60,000 liters of sugar cane. There is load number 1. I'll be back. Now I know someone's going to say, because both times I've done the sugarcane harvest, someone's going to say, you know you can hook a trailer back up to that. Yes, we know that. But I prefer to do it this way. The reason why I like doing it this way, I used to do it the other way with the trailer attached to the forage harvester. But if you got yourself a worker, then you got to dismiss the worker. Then, of course, you got to back up a little bit, unhook the trailer, get the forage harvester out of the way, then use whatever tractor that you're going to bring it with. I know some people say, well, you can use a forage harvester and just transport the trailer on down to wherever you're bringing it to. But this is the way I just prefer to do it. Once I started doing this way, I'm like, I just like this way better. There's no right or wrong way to do it, just which way you choose to do it. But this is the way I just choose to do it, so it's the way I'm doing it. So, anyways, that's out of the way. I got a funny feeling we're going to get a lot of sugar cane off this field this season for some reason. More than we had the past 2. But definitely, yeah, this modded, if you're wondering what we're using here, that is a modded header that you can get in the Giants Mod Hub. You can get one for sugarcane, and you can get a header for poplar, I do believe. They're not cheap, though. I think it was like $7,000 to lease it for the header. Then, of course, you got to have the forage harvester to go along with it. But definitely a lot faster. Yeah, if you remember, like I said about the sugar, I had to come on down here. We have so much sugar in the sugar factory, I had to move some pallets out of the way so it can keep on producing. So we're going to be selling some of that today. So somewhere in here is a trigger. Oh, not on the trailer. That's why. There it goes. I'm like, where is that trigger? Yep, you're going to tilt again, even though I left you on sliding out the back, but that's fine here because there's nothing above us. Yeah, so when I reset, when I had to go out and reset my key bindings again, all my key bindings were reset again, so I think I got conflicting mods doing that. I'm probably going to, I think that one mod I do have on here that I don't think we've used at all yet is a GPS mod, guidance steerance mod. I'll probably turn that off because I don't really use it. So I don't know if that's conflicting with Courseplay and or Follow Me mod. Have no idea. But we'll figure that out at some point. Luckily I got a save key bindings file, so I just have to swap it over. And hopefully none of them reset while I'm playing. But let's go back and get another load. And once we do one full headland around the sugarcane field, I think that'll cover all 4 lots that that sugarcane field is on, and we should be able to see our environmental score, what it should be. I'm shooting low again and thinking it's going to be like 95, but in all honesty, I think it should be like 97, 98 maybe. Somewhere around there. Oh yeah, and also last episode when we upgraded the engine of this Mack Anthem truck, that has helped out quite a bit. Definitely gets up to top speed a little bit quicker than when it's got a full load into it. And now that we can put almost 60,000 liters in the trailer, it does have a little bit more get up and go to it. Our canola fields here are looking rather good, and of course the wheat field here we just planted this same in-game day. Words, I know, they're tough. Alright, so let me sneak through the trees here. Turn around. And we can pick up right where we left off. So the first harvest, in case you missed it, we did do it with the sugarcane harvester, the in-game one. And that is only a 2-meter wide header on that, and it took quite a while to do that harvest. And now we're kind of doing it the cheaty way because this is so much better, or else I wouldn't be doing sugarcane. It's kind of the same thing with the sugar beet. Every time I say, oh, let's do sugar beet, and when I say it like that and I sound enthusiastic about it, it's because I haven't done sugar beet in a while. Then you do a big field like we're doing, and then you start doing sugar beet and you realize, yeah, okay, this is why I don't do it that often. I know there's going to be someone's going to say, well, there's modded ones out there. Yes, there probably is. I'm sure they are. I've seen a couple. But I always try to use the in-game one first, just to kind of show it off a little bit. Because there's some people here that, you know, Farming Simulator is new to them, so they want to see what the base game stuff is. Alright, that's another load of sugarcane I got to bring on down. We still haven't made a one headland yet. So I'm going to bring this on down, come on back, we'll get the one headland done. Then I'll leave this aside for a while. And we'll get on to the sugar beet topic. That's supposed to be the whole thing about this episode, the sugar beet, but we haven't got there yet. Well, our third trailer is just about full. And I'm going to dismiss our work here in just a second here. Yep, that's good. Looks like Mrs. Frank did return. You can you can take the rest of the day off. Well, at least for now anyways. We'll be back to do that later on. Alright, so all of our fields should have been harvested in a way. So let's go see what our environmental score is doing. I was checking on our sugarcane production because I think I'm going to fill this up here. Anyways, we're here for the environmental score. And our environmental score overall is at 99. So that is pretty darn good. This field's at 92. What's the last one? What's the last total for? I forgot now. Tillage. This was direct drill, I do believe. So why am I getting a bad tillage score in that one there? Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't matter though, because our roller score is 99 and we got the max 15% bonus when selling items. So we'll be doing that very, very shortly. I'm going to go bring this sugar cane on down to the sugar factory, put that in, and then more sweet stuff coming along. Next is the sugar beet, and we'll get to doing some stuff with that. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to finish this field before we hit 2 hours on this sugar beet harvester. So an additional 12 grand probably going towards this. But that's fine. We'll make more than enough back on the BGA. Yeah, basically I'm going to finish this in like 10, 12 minutes. Don't think that's going to happen. It might. It might. I may even question when I get close to that 2 hours if I see like a little bit of sugar beet on the field, like, is that sugar beet going to be worth 12,000? But if I leave it there, it's just going to annoy me and probably a lot of you as well. But right now, I just want to fill this up, and we're going to put some into the trailer and go over to the BGA and kind of show off what's happening there. The good news is, though, we are going to reach top of the hour, and well, we just did. Did we get any money from the BGA? I don't think we got hardly anything from the BGA in the past hour because the sugar beet process is slow. It is very, very slow. But hopefully we're going to help it out here in just a moment. Can I get to the top of the row before I fill up? Probably not. It is sugar beet we're talking about after all. Yep, now we're full. It's a big machine, that's for sure. I don't remember the base game harvesters holding as much as they used to. I thought they only held like 17,000 like a regular combine would. But it looks like they upped how much they can hold. That's one of the problems I kind of have with Farming Simulator is, well, not Farming Simulator, it's kind of like a me problem because you get used to using mods in a game and you kind of forget what the base game stuff was like. So, yeah, I don't remember what the base game beet harvesters and potato harvesters were really capable of. Dump it all in there, please. Although the one thing I do think they improved on, at least with this harvester, is the belt system that unloads into the trailer is higher. We used to have a lot of problems with trailers when it used to go to unload. It would hit the top of the trailers. Alright, I'll take care of the rest of the sugar beet off camera. Probably like the sugar cane, will be taking care of that off camera. Sugar cane's not going to take me too long. That's going to take like maybe half hour, 40 minutes or so. Most of the time running back and forth. But at least with this bigger trailer that we bought last episode, we went from a 48,000 liter up to a 58,000 liter. So that may cut back on my trips. Alright, let's head on over to the BGA because that's what the sugar beet was supposed to be all about. Even though our first trailer load went up to the pig food mixer. So there was a few options I saw for root crop silos. But I wanted to get one that was on the Giants Mod Hub. And I put it down over here. I should be able to put maybe like 20,000 in. So this silo right here holds 500,000 liters of sugar beet, or you can get a silo for potatoes. So when you download the mod, it's it's going to have two silos, one for sugar beet, one for potatoes. Pretty simple. And it holds 500,000 liters of either or. This mod, if you want the Giants Mod Hub, under silos, and you just keep scrolling through. This one was made by FSPT. So if I were to come back over here and I want to get the sugar beet back out, I just come over here and refill right there. But right now that silo does have 500,000 liters of sugar beet into it. So here is our grinder. So I put in the original 35,000 liters with you guys. I don't remember what time of day that was, but I want to say it was before 9 o'clock. So it's gone through 3 hours of cycling. So let's go in here. I've been keeping an eye on it, and yeah, it's not going through that much. Here we go. So it has gone through. Is that going to reset? There we go. So it's gone through in 3 hours, just barely like 10,000 liters of sugar beet into cut sugar beet. Yep, that's what it's gone through. But we're going to try something out here. Because I checked online because I didn't know this was a thing, because cut sugar beet is a new thing in Farming Simulator, or in at least 22 it is. We're going to go ahead and dump this on the ground. Because that's a good place for it. Alright, we're going to turn that off. And we're going to go to the store now. And what we're going to be looking for is front loader tools. And we're going to scroll away to the back. And we want this thing right here. This tool can cut sugar beets to feed them into your biogas plant. So this thing will take sugar beet and cut them into cut sugar beet. It's $15,500. We're just going to go ahead and buy it. Because, you know, we're rolling in the cash now, so why not? And if we go up here, our T6 is already conveniently at the store. With the front end loader already on it. So I think it holds like 2,300 liters that I saw. So I think the T6 should be able to handle it. I don't have weight on the back, so we'll see. I say that will attach, right? Okay, so I didn't test that out at least. So now we're going to go pick up our sugar beet, and we're going to put this right over the chopper, and hopefully that'll go in as cut sugar beet and help out the process. So if you're doing the build together BGA, yeah, if you want to do sugar beet, that doesn't process it as fast as the silage. Silage you can put in 80,000 liters, and when the top of the hour comes, if you got room in your fermenters, it'll distribute that 80,000 liters in a split second. Sugar beet, as you can see, not a fast process at all. Very slow. I mean, I'm even thinking I got like 500,000 liters. If I just do it the way this is doing it, I could be here for a year or two trying to process. Now, I will show you something else I thought about doing, but then I saw the price of it. I was like, that might be a little bit too expensive. So if you don't want to do it this way, I'm going to show you this way first. I'm going to show you another mod that you can get on the Giants Mod Hub. Let's go ahead and see how this all works out, because this, you know, it's my first time trying it here. All right, so 2,300 liters, and ooh, yeah, the T6 is not like that much. So weight in the back. I'm trying to think, do I have a weight somewhere? I might have. Am I over? Alright, we're over. Let's not fall in, though. Alright, so if I go ahead, and I think I just got to turn it on here. Is that going to distribute in? That won't distribute in automatically? Oh, there it goes. Okay, I had it too high. So now we're taking sugar beet, and that should show as cut sugar beet into the processor, the grinder. Hopefully. Hopefully it does show up as that. And where are we here? Cut sugar beet, 3,000, because it's doing some of this here. So that is one way to do it, which is probably the cheapest way. But if you want a faster process, and it's not a bad process after all. We're going here, going to construction. And this also is on the Giants Mod Hub. Productions. Factories. Now I just have to find it. Hang on a second. It's here somewhere. Right here. Sugar beet processing plant. So you got to put water in with the sugar beet, and you'll get cut sugar beet. You'll get rocks and also slurry. I thought in the description it said digestate, but in here it's showing slurry. So either way, so basically what you're doing is you're taking dirty sugar beet, it's washing it. So that's why you're probably getting some rocks if you got some dirt on the sugar beet. I'm not really sure how you're getting the slurry / digestate, but I guess if you're washing off dirt, it may have some nutrients into it, hence the digestate. But as you can see, the plant is $125,700. So, I mean, if you're going to do a lot of sugar beet for your BGA, that's probably the way to go. Plus you get rocks and slurry / digestate out of it. Like I said, I'm not too sure. I thought the description said digestate, but that's showing slurry. But either way, if you're going to be fertilizing your fields, digestate, slurry, same thing, right? Well, I was going to do a lot more of this, but since I probably need to wait for the back of the T6 to do this. I'm trying to remember if I got to wait back at the farm, but I don't remember. Yep, a little bit of a weight in the back would be good. Alright, while that's doing that here, let me go in the garage here. Do I have... Would that be under miscellaneous? Oh, yeah, I got a lot of decorations on the map. I could be here forever. Let's just go to here, and let me go buy a weight. Don't know how big of a weight I want. Well, we'll buy the biggest one. Alright, let me go pick that up. That costs $35.25, but this is what I gotta do to help the process along here. That's not too bad, I guess. That's a lot of extra work. Let me go get that weight, and we'll process more of these sugar beets. Alright, I do assume this should go a little bit better. If this weight doesn't hold us down, then I'm in trouble. Now, I was looking quickly one for a wheel loader to do this like a little bit quicker just by doing more liters, but as for in-game, this is the only one I saw right up front, so there might be modded ones out there, of course. And this is working out a lot better. But since this can only hold 35, I think it's 35,000 liters of sugar beet, chopped or regular, I don't want to fill up too much because I want the grinder to grind up some as I go along as well, as I'm off doing other work. But it's going to take a long time to process all the sugar beet at the rate that it is. I mean, I probably could go into the mod and edit the XML file to make this process a little bit quicker. Or spend the $120,000-ish for that processing plant to do the sugar beet for us, and we'll get rocks out of it and a little bit of digestate. Actually, now that I think about it, I could cheese the system a little bit more. What I could do is, instead of me driving back and forth in T6 and picking up 2,000 liters at a time, bring the belt down from our silage pit, basically leave the T6 like right here, have the belt pick up the sugar beet and automatically dump it into the bucket, and I can, probably once I activate the bucket up here to chop it up, the belt will automatically slowly fill up that bucket, and I can leave it here until it fills up with 35,000 liters of chopped sugar beet. May have to try that at some point, see if it will work out. But a little bit disappointed that this grinder, which I said, well, we better put down the grinder because that's something we definitely want to do. It does what it says it does, just not at the rate I was expecting it to. So I don't think I'll be doing sugar beet in that field again for a while. It's going to take a while to process what we have. But at least having the sugar beet field now, we now know how this works out here. Plus we got sugar beet for our pig food production. So we are all good there. But now what we're going to do is time to sell some stuff, because I got a lot of stuff to sell from the Big Red Barn. We got to sell that stuff. We got some donuts to sell and a whole bunch of sugar to sell. Let's see what that does here. Let's see, we're almost topped out here. That might only hold 25,000 liters, so yep, we'll see. Maybe the grinder will work faster as it goes along. I have no idea, but it seems to be processing that rather slowly. So the T6 will sit down here for a bit. Let's drop off the trailer. And go pick up our other trailer, which is already loaded up with some pallets. So I'll meet you over at the No Man Land shop with our first load from the Big Red Barn. We'll sell that. Like I said, I'm going to sell all the sugar that we have because we're going to be making plenty more of it. And then we got some donuts to sell. And I think that'll be it. So a whole load of stuff here. But the good thing is, let's see what that 15% bonus looks like now. I really don't know what the prices are of everything, but we usually get about 12,000-ish on a trailer load from the Big Red Barn. So a $2,000 bonus from everything we sell there. So it's like 12, 13 and a half. Not too bad there. Hitting all the wrong buttons. That doesn't help either. But that's one load. I gotta go back and get another load because the Big Red Barn is full of stuff. Another full load, which means I'll have to go back and get some more. I don't know how much is inside the Big Red Barn. But I'll just keep on going until we sell it all that we have. So 12,800 with a bonus of 1,884. 3 pallets shy of a full trailer, so not too bad. But I did have 2 pallets of pig food, so if you want to count those in. I should bring some of that pig food down to see if it'll take you here, even though it doesn't show up on the market page, but you never know. So 9,253 and a bonus of 1,359, giving us a total now of 534,578. I kind of forgot about we do have a huge load of cakes down here, so cakes will be going next. Don't know where they need to go, but let's go load them up first. May have to redo Bread Pit over here in the parking lot because it's a little difficult to kind of get into. That's a lot of cakes. That might even be a full trailer load. Oh, can't see those up there, huh? There we go. Do I have any more cakes to take out of the bakery? We do not. That we still got actually enough product in there to keep on making cakes. Let me go ahead and turn off the auto loader so I don't load something up I don't want to. All right, so now we got to see where the cakes got to go. Where are we? Cakes. 34, 29, 23. Looks like Lord of the Wings wins out. So what's 3,400? The best price is usually like 3,500. Okay, so that's not bad. So Lord of the Wings is going to get a lot of cakes. 15,200 liters worth. This should be a pretty darn good income coming in here. And then we got strawberry and chocolate donuts to deliver. They may go to different locations, so good thing when I was stacking, I was thinking ahead and separated the piles. When I go with the auto loader, it won't take them all. So I'm going to get somewhere around 50,000 plus a bonus of whatever that is. So maybe a total of $55,000 for cakes. Going to take a moment to sell here. I already kind of gooped up because I wasn't watching the trigger. But I think the first one we had a total of 10,000. Didn't grab the last 2. Alright, so 40 and 46 and Yeah, so we're going to say somewhere around 60,000. Wasn't someone can probably do the math and put a comment down below what it was. But I'm going to guess somewhere around 60,000 what we got for cakes. All right, let's go ahead and close it up. Now I got to go ahead and check on our donuts. So strawberry donuts. Oh, the only place we can bring them is to the No Man Land shop. So I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? So strawberry donuts. Let's see, the price right now is $38.74. So the max price that we see is $45, so not the best. We are in the month of October, so we're somewhere like right about here. And chocolate donuts can go for $47. So, but we got them. We're trying to keep true to our perishable items. We got to sell every 2 months, and I think we're at 2 months now for the donuts. So let's go ahead and sell those. But man, we're going to be over $600,000. I think easily at this point now we can really say definitely going to get into the grapes next season and putting down the grapes and also cereal factory. So the fields that we do have, we don't have nothing planted into. Probably going to be a lot of corn and oats for next season, so we can get right into doing the cereal. Well, it's going to take a moment to get right into it because we got to make raisins first. So I want to start saving up the honey, but maybe next episode we'll put down the grape factory for making grape juice and raisins. And then we'll put down the cereal factory, so I kind of really know the recipe, truly what they need. But I do know it's corn and oats, honey, raisins. I might be missing something for the cereal, but that's quite a bit for cereal. So the honey we got, yeah, I can put that into storage and get ready for that. And really now I got to pick out a place for the grapes. I want to put them on a hill, because usually that's why I see when people have vineyards, they like putting them on hills. I don't know why. I'm not much of a grape wine person, but yeah, we'll find some place to put them there. And then, of course, we got to buy all that wonderful equipment that we're going to need. But since we're at $600,000, I think we can afford it at this point. All right, so that was $55,797 with a bonus of $8,200. So now we're up to $658,000 in the bank account, and that is looking pretty darn good. But we're not done yet. All that sugar that's sitting at the sugar factory, and there is loads of it. We're going to sell that because we got all that sugar cane that's still got to harvest, and we got already a whole bunch of sugar cane in the factory that's waiting to be harvested, or not harvested, but produced into sugar. So let's take all the sugar that we currently have and just sell it. Now I'm not going to show me bringing every load there because I think these are only 1,000 liter pallets, and I think, well, I'll show you in a second, but I think we got like 150,000 some odd liters in the factory, let alone what's outside. But I got to see where I got to bring it first. So you can see the pallets that we have sitting outside, and if we go to the sugar factory, let's see here, sugar factory, that's going to be up here. So right now we do have 144,000 liters of sugar being stored. So it's going to take me a few trips. Where am I bringing the sugar, you might be asking? What's it going for? It's a good question. All right, 524. I can't bring it to the Big Red Barn or Bread Pit or Donut Productions. Farm Shop is 523. Lord of the Wings is 522. So a lot of the other shops we own. So it's only the difference between this and Lord of the Wings. So Lord of the Wings is going to be the winner. And these are 1,000 liters a piece. Yep, so I got like 150 pallets to bring. So like maybe 4 trips in total. Maybe 5. Because this can hold 40 pallets per. And I'm still picking up the ones I got out here, not the ones that are in the production building. Well, I'll bring you along for the first one so you can see what one trailer load goes for. Yeah, the bigger engine in the Mack Anthem truck is definitely helping out. So we went from like a 405 to like a 505. It was like a 425, 50, up to a 505, whatever. Yeah, definitely getting up to pace a little bit quicker. All right, hopefully sugar sells quick, not like tomatoes do. I got a little bit of the pallet in front, but we can get a rough idea what it goes for. So 21,000-ish plus 3, so about 24,000 per load. So, yep, I'm going to see you in a little while, and probably have like, I don't know, $750,000 in the bank account. That sounds good. Last load of sugar going on down to Lord of the Wings, and we are already sitting at $750,000, so that is nice. But another problem is occurring here, and I did not think about it. Good thing I'm delivering the sugar, because if I wasn't, I wouldn't have caught this. I'll show you what I'm talking about here in a second, and I almost tipped the trailer over coming over around this corner, so not a good way to enter here. So the problem that I'm having is, at the BGA, of course we got the sugar beet in the BGA and cut sugar beet, and in order for that grinder to process it over to the fermenter, we got to put that on distributing. The problem is it's also distributing sugar beet and cut sugar beet to the sugar plant. So I don't know how much is actually going into the fermenters and how much is actually going to the sugar factory. And as far as I know, I cannot get the cut sugar beet out of there. Once it's in the sugar factory, it's there. So this is a problem when you have multiple productions going on, and multiple productions take the same stuff, but say you don't want it to go there, I don't know how you can not have it do that. Now, I did see on the Mod Hub something about something about perfecting production, so I wonder if that has an option to do that. I'll have to look into that myself. Or if you guys know another way to do this. I don't know why I'm driving back over here, because we're done selling sugar. But yeah, if we go into our sugar, no handcuff sugar mill, you can see we're getting the sugar beet cut over here. I didn't bring no sugar beet or sugar beet cut over here. It's going into here. So that is a slight problem. And I don't know how to rectify that right away. And I don't even have the cut sugar beet on at the sugar mill. So it's not like, well, you know, make sure that's deactivated. It's not even activated. Let me just double check that to make sure. Yeah, so we don't. The only thing got on is the sugar cane, but it's accepting the cut sugar beet. If I go on down here, bunker. Yeah, so we got the cut sugar beet. I mean, you can only put it on distribute, not to where it actually needs to go. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do there, but it's not much I can do about it currently. And we got a lot of red dots because our generators and of course our fermenters are waiting for the material to go on in. So that's a bit of a problem here. So definitely before I go any further, I'm going to have to of course, end this recording here and jump on out and check on that to see if that's something we can do. If so, I got to activate that right away, and that means I can do some other things as well at other production buildings if I can somehow tell the production buildings exactly where to distribute them to, rather than because we're losing on the cut sugar beet. I don't need to be making more sugar. We got plenty of sugar. But I mean, if that's what happens, then there's nothing I can really do about it. And some of it will go to, hopefully, to the fermenters, and some other of it will go, I guess, to the sugar mill. But either way, we are up to $775,000 in the bank account. Yeah, I think definitely getting into doing grapes, and then putting up our production buildings for raisins and grape juice and cereal. Put those on down so we can definitely see the recipes. So next season when we plant our oats and corn, that's going to be a majority for some of it to pig food, but majority of it's going to be going into the cereal production, and we can get that up and going. But we have another way to make cut sugar beet. But with the amount of money I have, I may not even mind putting down the other production building that takes a sugar beet, and it'll do all that work for me. And I won't need this equipment to do that. But we'll see. I gotta look into this this distributing of the cut sugar beet to see what I can do. I still got the sugar beet still left to harvest there. That should take me maybe like another 15-20 minutes. And of course we got the sugar cane to finish on up. But another good thing is our environmental score reached 99. I probably could get it up to 100, but I'm not too concerned about it because we're already getting the 15%, which is the max. So we are doing good there. But a little bit of work. But hopefully in between this episode and next episode, I can find something out about distributing this stuff. But if you guys know something, in case I didn't find it in the meantime, leave a comment below about how we can distribute to where we want to distribute this stuff rather than going to places I don't want it to go. But anyways, and of course now rain's going to be coming around, of course. But either way, things are looking pretty darn good here. The money's rolling in faster and faster, which is really, really nice. But if I can get this BGA running the way I want it to, that would be even better. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in No Man's Land. But until then, have a good one.